Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Yaliali. In this incarnation, we are here with the manifestations of the eclipse. We are going to feel it the whole week. And beyond that, every solar eclipse is a new moon. So this is opening a cycle of 6 months. We are starting a process. We are beginning a process. So tomorrow we have the perfection of the conjunction between Mars and Saturn in Pisces, and on April 11th, we have the conjunction of Mercury retrograde with the Sun in Aries. So if there were diffuse aspects related to the direction that you have to assume, this conjunction between Mercury and the Sun could bring certain clarity, could start to clarificate. I wanted to talk about a little bit more of this conjunction between Saturn and Mars. Saturn is a planet that is linked with limits, with structures, and also with authority figures. I think that I said that correctly. So its transits are an invitation for us to connect with that inner authority, that part of ourselves that can recognize what is vital, what is important in the present moment, that knows how to respond to different situations. So let's put an example here. If I am experiencing a situation, I'm living something that is invoking like very overwhelming emotions, and I have to assume a decision. The inner authority won't judge what I am transiting, but it will recognize that I cannot take a decision in that state, that the first thing that I have to do, that the vital thing at that instance is to process what I'm going through and to return to the alignment in order to assume the decision from a more objective space. So the inner authority is also the part that is going to recognize when we are taking a load, a charge that doesn't correspond to us, and from responsibility, it is going to say, no, I cannot do this, even if it is uncomfortable for the conditioned parts of ourselves. It is the one that is going to identify when the energy is draining in thoughts or situations that are not collaborating with our path, and that is preventing us from being responsible with the focus and the things that we do have to put energy. So all of these cases are examples among many examples that we could give. And these are very important recognitions that we can only do in the present, when we are present. And when we are talking about Mars and Saturn, from this depends that we can move forward, that we can feel or not feel inner peace, the levels of frustration that could emerge. Pisces is an energy that when we are not putting consciousness, it has the tendency to the no limit, to the evasion, to the renounce to oneself from conditionings. And I always clarify this thing about conditionings, because there are instances in which we have to put our individuality aside, the desires of the individuality, and to put at the service of the soul and at service of the others. But we all have Pisces in our natal chart. So Saturn there is showing us what we need to approach from this inner authority. And in the case of Mars, it is about initiate, beginning, decide, and invest energy in to construct. And this is not only about aspects of the matter, and it is never only about aspects of the matter, but in the case of Pisces, when we are talking about the energy of Pisces, this is very linked with the spiritual development that emerges from learning to respond from this place. So when the energy is not well focused, it tends to lose, and we lose it, and we could feel it even in the body. Beyond that, the tiredness or the insomnia that the eclipse could have caused to you. I am still recovering about that, but if also certain limitation presented, it is important to observe what is indicating the obstacle, because at the moment that we put the focus where it should be, and most of the times it is not in the obstacle itself. The obstacle is a fractal of other aspects of our life that we are not attending, like a decision, like something that we are, avoiding to do. And once we attend that thing, it is very probable that the obstacle is going to dissolve by itself. So, well, I just wanted to leave this reflection today. Thank you, everyone, and see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.